What's going on, guys? I'm on Whaley here for my, I guess, bike reveal and review on my 2008 Yamaha YZF R6. And just to note, before we get too far into this, I did have a 2007 Yamaha YZF R6, which I sadly ended up wrecking. So, you know, it only felt right that give it another go. So here we are. This is again, the 2008 Yamaha YZF R6, excuse me. And I've had this bike for just over a year. I've probably put 4,000 miles on it since I've gotten it. And this is a really low mile bike. I think it's got less than 6,000 miles on it. The guy who I bought it from just never really rode it, which is a shame, but you know, hey, good for me. So this bike, when I bought it, was 100% stock. The only things I've done to it were I painted the windscreen with VHT nightshades. If you guys have any questions or, you know, want some advice on how to go about doing that with your own bikes or your own tail lights, whether it be on your bike or your car, just whatever, you know, just write it down in the comments. Otherwise, just, you know, direct message me and we can hopefully solve your problems and concerns. The second thing I did was put some no-cut frame sliders on. Sorry guys, I only got a monopod right now, so if it's shaky, don't hate me. But yeah, these are the no-cut ones. They look like carbon fiber, even though they're not, because I'm pretty sure they're just cheap plastic. But hey, I figured, fuck it. I got them for free from my buddy, and they're a hell of a lot better than having nothing at all. The third thing that I did was I got these CNC'd brake and clutch levers. I really wanted to get the ASV ones because I've heard they're, you know, super good quality, but I couldn't bring myself to spend $150 on shorty levers. So I just got the CNC'd ones. If you guys get the CNC'd ones, you can actually, you know, customize what you want the bolt to be versus the lever, you know, so that's just an option out there too, you know. So if you guys don't want to spend $150 on ASV levers, you know, these are the same levers that I had on the 07 that I crashed, and those levers were just fine even after I laid it down. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to spend the extra money. I'm just going to go back and get the same ones again because fuck it, they work. The other thing I got is this. That's just a battery tender. You know, this is just the universal plug. They have a bunch of different other attachments so you can plug into that. Sorry, it's in the dark there. There you go. And you can get those for like $30 at AutoZone or Batteries Plus or just whatever. And honestly, guys, if you don't have one of those, I would highly recommend getting one of those, especially if you live in the north. You know, it's so nice to be able to just go out to my garage and, you know, put my bike up on stands and just plug it in for the winter and not have to worry about anything. You know, then you come back in the spring, you can start it right up. Or even if you just have like an older battery and you don't really feel like replacing it, you can just plug it in. You know, you can get cell phone chargers, cigarette lighter, I mean, whatever you want. So that's just something to look into as well. The next thing I'm thinking about doing is I've looked into getting a mid-pipe for the exhaust to get rid of it so it's a little bit louder. I think it sounds pretty good. When I'm riding, I can actually hear it crackling and popping. So, you know, and GYTR is Yamaha's performance brand, so it's a real solid exhaust. And even with the slip-on, I was pretty impressed with the sound. On the 2007 that I crashed, I had a Leo Vince SBK pipe on there, and that sounded really good. But I can honestly say that I like the GYTR. I like the way it looks, and I like the way it sounds a little bit better. I also did just invest earlier this week in the Dunlop Q3 tires, so mind the chicken strips, y'all. I've only had it back for like 3 days, and you know, working full time, it's a little hard to actually find time to get out and ride and do all that. So I promise you guys, the chicken strips will be gone soon. I will. I guess I'll just have to make another video and prove it to you. But other than that, I think I might get some gold or blue rim tape, the really reflective. But other than that, just the fender eliminator kit and getting rid of those front turn signals. I haven't picked out what I really want for either of those two yet, so I guess I'll just leave that unsaid. But yeah, guys, I mean, I've put over a couple thousand miles on this bike since I've had it. Again, I had the 2007 before this, and I was happy enough with it that I wrecked it, and I even went back and bought another one. So with that being said, guys, if you guys are looking for a really reliable bike, I mean, I can't speak on behalf of everybody else, but I can say that I've had pretty good luck with Yamaha. I'm a big Yamaha fanboy. I've owned Suzuki's, Hondas, and they're all great. They're all great bikes. I have nothing bad to say about any of the other big brands of bikes, but I just personally really like Yamaha. I think they make a pretty good product for the price that you pay. And, you know, I don't have any regrets on recommending Yamaha as a brand to anybody else, which is, I guess, partially why I'm making this video. And because I just feel like I owe you guys some content, especially after buying this new bike and having it for a year and not making a video on it. But yeah, guys, hopefully more videos to come of this bike. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. So I guess with all that being said, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you around. I'm on Whaley out. Late.